Hi, it's Younghee. Today I would like to discuss the difficulty many Korean adoptees face when it comes to trust. For most of us, one of the earliest experiences that is not necessarily in our conscious memory is the separation and loss of our primary relationship, the foundation upon which trust is built and many relationship dynamics are based. In an ideal world, all babies would experience continuous nurturing caregiving, so that at minimum, all of their survival needs are met in a safe, healthy environment that is navigated by mother. Babies and mothers can get separated for myriad reasons, but people should be aware that when a child is abruptly taken from his or her mother, irreparable damage is caused. In other words, a baby will thrive the most when caregiving is uninterrupted. This precious bond should not be taken lightly, but revered and protected. Babies need the physical comfort, emotional security, and reliable imprinting that come from the bond with mother. Yes, another mother can fill in to a degree, but the primordial intrinsic bond with baby has already been broken. This will likely have an impact on all future relationships as well as baby's healthy and intact sense of self. In my situation, not only did I experience the breakage of this bond, but there were years of living in a negligent, abusive, unstable environment that followed. Little was available in the way of soothing or healing to help me overcome my initial traumatic loss. I know I'm not the only Korean adoptee to end up in such a situation, and unfortunately, some have had it much, much worse. Many Korean adoptees put self-protective barriers or mechanisms in place to counteract the great damage that has occurred. One of the most common responses to unsettling or overwhelming upheaval is to cut off ties with someone before they can cut off ties with you. It hurts less when a loss at least feels as though it is within your control. Much of the trauma that an adopted person survives from may stem from this key separation that often occurs under circumstances and in a manner that is incomprehensible to a very young pre-verbal mind, a situation that even an adult would find challenging. The key to overcoming trauma is getting help as soon as possible, but often adopted children do not receive such help in a timely manner, if at all. Some adoptive parents make the faulty assumption that a new-to-them child had no previous existence, that somehow the child is new in the world and therefore a blank slate. No matter how young the child, his or her life developed before you were in the picture. A well-prepared, truly loving adoptive parent will be able to see this rather than feel threatened and neglect to get appropriate help for their child. In some cases, adoptive parents will allow their egos to take center stage. This shifts the attention from the vulnerable child in need of protection to that person who, as an adult and caregiver, should be more stable and emotionally regulated. Over the years, I've made many improvements with the help of therapy that I had to find for myself, but I am still very much a work in progress. I do not feel comfortable putting my care and trust into others when it comes to feeling safe. When an authority figure acts in a manner that magnifies the tension that arises in an emergent situation, I tend to panic, react emotionally, and lose trust in that person. In relationships, my tendency is to abandon others before they can abandon me. In the end, I'm alone where I deserve to be, but at least I left on my own terms, or so I think. This only adds to my already tenuous sense of self-esteem and growth of self-doubt. I'm punishing toward and often have unrealistic expectations of myself. My earliest failure was at a very young age. Somehow I was not good enough or perfect enough. If I had been, then mother wouldn't have left. She wouldn't be gone now. To a young child, this type of reasoning makes sense. It's similar to when parents get a divorce and the child thinks he or she is the cause. Please know that an adopted child may struggle with trust for a lifetime. I hope these words reach the people who need to hear them. Thank you for watching.